This what the future sound like.
Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Taylor, and by the title, this is going to be my experience of ROTC, what to expect, the Q&A, and of basic camp. So the reason why I'm making this video is for the people who are interested and for those who feel a little bit nervous and anxious and maybe kind of discouraged about joining or just getting information. That's kind of how I was, and I don't want anybody to like miss out on the opportunities and of like what this program could possibly get you. And to start off, my opinions are of my own, nobody else, not of ROTC. This is just my experience. Okay, so first I wanted to start off of why I joined. I joined literally during the last couple weeks of my sophomore year. I joined because I was going through a lot of financial problems and I was just worried. I wasn't very like confident in myself. This is like before I joined ROTC. I was just sophomore year, that time was a mess. I went in, I talked to my advisor, and then I went to talk to my recruiter and the people in the office of the ROTC department, and I learned more information. Then they told me I had to go to camp. I was just like, basic, or like the actual basic of enlisting. After like finding out more information and then like actual thinking of if I wanted to do this or not, they gave me my stuff for camp and just said, you gotta go to camp. I had no prior knowledge of anything really, what we learned in class, what we do out in the field and lab, FTX. I had no prior knowledge at all. So for the people who might be joining late and have to go to camp, I don't want you guys to feel like discouraged, like I don't have any knowledge of what is going on. That is why you're going to camp. So I went to camp. I went during July and like mid-August. Camp was definitely an experience. It feels like such a long time ago, but it really wasn't. It was less than a year ago. Some advice I would have is try to get physically prepared before you come. I know a lot of people who join are already in shape, which is a good thing, but for those of you who aren't in shape, I would suggest getting in shape, because during that summer I was trying to focus on my physical fitness, but I couldn't do that because I worked 2 jobs at the time, and I would work from like 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. so that was a little bit hard. So if you are struggling with your physical fitness, don't get discouraged, you know. Just get with somebody who's already in the program, or like somebody you know who's in shape. And if you don't know, just go to YouTube and just figure out how you can just like get down to those standards of where you need to be. I'm not gonna lie, I took the PT test before I went to camp. This is like, they just needed a PT test on file because I joined so late, and I only could do maybe like 3 push-ups, but now I could pass. If you're wondering what you're going to be doing at camp, you're just going to be doing everything that you should have been doing in your MS1 and 2 year. I didn't get to experience that, but I got to experience at camp. You're going to experience drill sergeants, you're going to experience being out in the heat, you're going to experience just getting to know people really from different areas. And I think it was very interesting for me at camp because I come from an HBCU. And if you don't know what HBCU is, it's a historical black college or university. And I got to meet people from all walks of life. Not to say that I didn't know anybody, you know, of like a different color or anything, but it was just really interesting getting to meet different people from different schools. I'm kind of just like, I'm not really going any specific order of camp. I'm just trying to just like remember everything that I went through. People at camp, you know, you really learn how to work with people and learn how to like, teamwork is the biggest thing, especially during your MS3 year and getting to work with people. It's like you learn that you're not gonna like everybody that you work with, but you have to find that middle ground of working with them. Like, you don't have to be their friend, you don't have to like talk to them, but you don't have to also be rude to them. You can just work with them and get things done, and that is what it's all about. The environment is really hot. You're gonna be hot. I would just be standing in formation at parade rest and I would just be sweating. They do the best they can to keep you in the shade if it's like extremely hot outside. The food, I'm a food eater. Like, I love food, so I was really like worried about the food. The food is actually not that bad at the DFAC. It's pretty good. You only get 10 minutes to eat, so you're gonna be a fast eater after camp. The MREs, if you haven't experienced MRE, then you'll definitely experience an MRE once you get to camp. If you don't know what an MRE is, look it up. There should be like some on YouTube or some like online. It's also important to keep a positive attitude at camp, because that is something that I did not do. I complained every single day, and that kind of like rubs off on everybody else, and that just sets a negative attitude for the atmosphere. And if you have a negative attitude coming into something, then of course you're going to get a negative attitude out of that. I think it got worse because like I'm a quiet person, and then everybody like, oh, she's quiet and she's always negative, then like I don't want to like work with her. So like, just be positive, and that's something that I also worked on at camp, is just like having a positive mindset, because like you could be at the bottom of things, and if you have a negative mindset, your stuff is still just going to get worse. So if you have a positive mindset, then it's just like you're going to be able to think and work through it. Some hygiene tips. I'm going to go through hygiene tips for like everybody, and then I'm going to go through hygiene tips especially for females. Bring soap. Some people didn't bring soap, which I don't understand, because it says soap on the packing list, and if you don't have the packing list, look it up. Talk to your people at your school about what you should bring, but please bring soap, bring deodorant, bring a toothbrush, bring basic items that you would use to get ready in the morning. You don't need makeup. You don't really, guys, you need a razor. They make you shave every morning. Girls, bring feminine products like pads and like baby wipes, and be sure to put it in little baggies so you can put it like in your, so you can just be organized, you know. Bring a washcloth, bring a towel. Just, you don't need multiple towels. I brought like 3 towels to camp and I lost 2 of them, or somebody stole it, I don't know. Bring detergent. I brought a whole thing of detergent to camp, because you will be doing your own laundry at basic, and then when you do your laundry, make sure you do it with the other people in your room. Know whose items are whose. Like, you can, before camp, you need to like label it, or you need to label your tags if possible, or somehow indicate that the item is yours, because stuff will go missing. Stuff will get mixed up, because obviously all the items look alike. So be sure to just somehow indicate that the item is your item. And like I said before, do your laundry as a room, because you only have so many laundries for inside, and you don't want to, like, if you're taking up one washer for yourself, then you're just like prolonging everybody's personal time and prolonging everybody's sleep, because you gotta wake up in the middle of the night just to do your laundry. Okay, now I'm gonna talk about sleep. Sleep is something you're not gonna get. I remember the first day, or the first night I was there, a fire alarm woke us up at like 4 a.m. in the morning, and I'm thinking like, okay, we're sitting outside. It's like, okay, we can go back upstairs and go to sleep. They told us to go upstairs and do hygiene and come back down. So I'm just like, okay, maybe this is like the first day. Like, it was like that every day. You're gonna be waking up at 0400 or 0500 or 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. in the morning, and working until like maybe 7 or 8. During or like 8 or 9, you'll have personal time. During that time, your drill and sergeants will instruct you to do personal hygiene or barracks maintenance. During that time, you're not supposed to be on your phone, but you know, some people be on the phone. After that, they'll give you time to like do hygiene. That means take a shower, brush your teeth, text who you need to text, and leave it at that. So depending on like what cell service you have, I had T-Mobile, which sucks. Like, I couldn't get any service in the barracks. I couldn't get any service outside the barracks. I only could get service if I woke up maybe 15 minutes before we woke up for chow in the morning, or whatever you were doing in the morning. I really wouldn't stress being on your phone at camp, because whatever is social media is not important. I just use my phone in the morning to like text people close to me, text my mom, just update them, just let know if I'm okay or not. So I wouldn't really stress being on your phone that much. I'm gonna talk about a couple more things. I'm gonna talk about the FTX at camp. This might change, especially this year with everything going on with the coronavirus. you might, I had 4 nights 5 days out in the field. That means no phone. Sometimes we had hot chow, just depends on like your regiment. We had MREs most often. No showers. You don't know how bad you stink until you get back to the barracks and start like getting ready to take a shower. Well, we could take a shower, but the shower was like kind of in like a trailer and the water was cold, so that shower wasn't really enjoyable. This is another essential item that you need to bring to camp. Please bring baby wipes. Get like a really big pack because that's what you're going to be using, especially females, you know. Bring some baby wipes out in the field and bring them now like while you're in training, especially if like you're doing any physical activity. The hardest part of camp for me, learning wise, was tactics. I sucked at tactics at first because I had, like I said, I had no prior experience. For those who have had experience, then you'll know that you'll be doing tactics at a squad level, so you'll have a chance to be a squad leader. I didn't know what I was doing. I tried. I wasn't really asking that many questions, but now like preparing to go to advanced camp with actual like platoon size operations, like I feel like I'm more confident and better and know what to expect out in the field. Overall, basic camp, I feel like I was miserable the whole entire time, but now looking back at it, I had fun. I'm still friends with some battle buddies that I made at camp. Those were my first battle buddies, and like I still talk to them about like their ROTC experience, like where they are now, and like after school I'm sure we're gonna still remain friends. My last advice to you for basic camp, if you're going, is to always go in with an open mind. Don't be nervous. If I could get through it, you can get through it. If you guys have any questions about camp that you would like me to answer in another video, just like leave them in the comment bar, or just like ROTC in general. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about like just general questions for ROTC, how I managed my class and doing ROTC. It was hard at first because my junior year has been extremely stressful. My fall semester, when I was trying to pass the PT test to get my scholarship, I was taking 21 credits. I'm extremely involved at my school. I do a lot of extracurricular activities, so it's kind of hard maintaining what I need to get done. But just know that your grades come first before anything, because if you don't have the grades, then you're not gonna you can still get a contract, but my goal was to get a scholarship, so I had to like maintain my grades. You should always prioritize your grades, your classes, and your physical fitness first. And also a big thing is your mental health. If you're stressed, you need to like take maybe a couple days off. Talk to like your leadership and be like, hey, like this is going on and I need maybe just like a day just to get everything together. A big thing for managing class and ROTC is get a planner. If you do not have a planner, then you need to get one. I took 21 credits fall semester and I got a 3.7 and I got my scholarship, so it's just all a mental thing of actually doing it and being successful. Like you have to tell yourself every day that you're gonna be fine, get a planner, and just get it done. This semester I'm doing 24 credits, and it's been a little bit easier since the coronavirus because all my classes are online now, but I was kind of stressed earlier on in the semester. I would not advise you doing any more than 18 credits your junior year, because your junior year is the most important year in ROTC because you're preparing to go to advanced camp. So sometimes my mind is just like over here where it needs to be over here. So I would not recommend, like I switched my major late, that's why I'm taking a lot of classes, so I don't have to take a lot of classes next year. But be sure that you're on time to graduate and don't take a lot of classes like I did. This is a very broad video. I was all over the place, but I kind of just want to talk about my experience. And you know, for those who are discouraged and you feel like you're not gonna do good or not gonna make it, like you are, if you just put forth effort and have that mentality, definitely talk to people in the ROTC building, talk to cadets, talk to people who are in ROTC. They'll tell you, they'll be honest. Like I'm being honest right now. Sometimes it does suck, like waking up in the morning, but you're already up. You just started your day early, and that means you're gonna get much more things done. You're gonna be more productive. You're gonna have a better headspace, and that is the end of this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, I'll be making a part 2 to this, so go ahead and drop them in the comments bar, and I'll see you guys in my next video.